Hey, Wild Mamas, and welcome back to another episode of the Wild Mama Podcast Talks with Tiff. So today I wanted to dive into the topic of alone time as a mama and the guilt that we can often feel because we actually really love our alone time. I've found that so many of my mamas that I work with struggle to admit how much they love time to themselves, how much they love their alone time, because in thinking about that, they feel that if I love my alone time so much, somehow that makes me potentially like love my kids less. At least that's what they say. But I think often it's more so the perception. They're afraid that they will be perceived as less of a mother or less of an involved mother or less loving and caring if they take time to be alone and to honor that space and that time that they need for themselves. So I just want to talk about it. One of my core values is sacred alone time. I absolutely need TIFF time. I need alone time. I need quiet. I need time where I can write, where I can journal, where I can flow, where I can be free. And there's different types of alone time that I need. So every single morning, I'm up by either 2:30 or 3. For those of y'all who are not familiar with TIFF and Wild Mama, this might be news to you, but I wake up every morning around 2:30 or 3 most of the time, and that is my time for me. I love to spend that time. I could stretch. I might journal. These days, I'm using that time a lot to work on Wild Mama stuff, record this podcast, write my newsletters, because I do work early, and so I like to have time for me before I start working or before my kids get up. So my morning time is super sacred for me, and I use it in all different kinds of ways, depending on the season I'm in, depending on what's going on in my life. But that morning time is my time to give to me before I give to anyone else. And I experience a world of difference when I choose to give to myself first thing in the morning um, versus when I don't. And sometimes I don't. When I'm tired or I went to bed late and I can't wake up early, I feel it. But for the most part, I really try to protect that sacred time. And I will say that the key is not sacrificing sleep in order to wake up early like that. The key is going to bed early. So I really try to protect my time at night, going to bed early, not scrolling, not watching stuff, and really giving myself permission to sleep and rest so that I can wake up early. So that is my way of being able to wake up early. So that's one of the ways that I use my alone time, my sacred alone time. But other ways that I use my alone time is either between hours when I'm done with work, but I have to pick up the kids. So between those hours, I have time where I really like to lay on the beach and basically do nothing, or eat a yummy lunch somewhere at my favorite place. But also, I do have a co-parenting schedule where part of the week I don't have my kids. And so on Thursdays or Fridays that I don't have my children, I love to just flow. I love to just wander. I really need a lot of space in my life to think, to play, to wander, to not have anything I gotta do, to not have like so much responsibility on my shoulders. So I do have a lot going on in my life. I have a full-time job. I have 3 children. I have a relationship. I have, Wild Mama and everything that goes into this business and trying to build this business. I coach. I have all kinds of things going on. And people would assume that, oh, Tiff's really busy. And I would say that my life is full for sure. But I do not work 24/7. I do not fill my time every minute with work, work, work. I love to lay on the beach for hours. So part of my busy, or part of my protecting of my time, is I don't take up a lot of meetings or do a lot of meetups that really don't serve me. So to protect my time and to protect my ability to have my sacred time, I'm very particular about where I spend my time, who I spend my time with, what I say yes to, what I say no to, because in my day-to-day life and in my full life, I really need a lot of time for me, and I need a lot of time that is kind of unproductive. And I think that that's a little bit, how would you say it? I guess different than what society teaches us, to just always be going and always be productive. But I personally know that I cannot function if I am always on the go. I don't function if I don't have good sleep. And I don't function if I'm not doing the things in my life that are really energizing to my soul. I will be upset, I'll be mad, I'll be depleted, and I will wear down really fast. So I just wanted to share a little bit more about the types of sacred alone time that I have, because you might be someone who is similar, where it's not just I need alone time, um, but there's different types of needs that we have, that certain different types of alone time will meet those needs, right? Like sometimes I need sunrise alone time near the ocean. Sometimes I need it in my house, just watching bullshit reality TV, eating my favorite snacks. Sometimes I need to just flow and like roam the town, or go on a hike, or go surfing, or something like that. So I just want to affirm that if you're a mama who really loves her alone time and that sacred alone time, honor it, and allow yourself permission to step into that space, because you're doing yourself and your children, honestly, more harm and disservice. I wouldn't say harm, but like it's a disservice to you and to them, to not honor what you need. Because as you know, and I know you know this, when you don't show up for you, and when you feel depleted, when you don't feel like you've had that time for yourself, when you don't feel rested, when you don't feel aligned to the energy of you, so you know damn well that when you're with your kids, you be mad sometimes, you get angry, you get short, in your temper, you're not that happy, like you feel disconnected, you don't feel present, like all of these symptoms of feeling like you're not fully in it with your kids all the time. You're not able to have a positive and joyful attitude. You feel like everything is like work. It's exhausting. Like you feel like you're constantly being stretched thin and giving and giving and giving. All of that is a symptom of not prioritizing yourself and not giving you the time that you need, right? So when you deny yourself that sacred alone time, when you deny yourself that core need to have time to yourself, to breathe, to have space, to dream, to vision, to do whatever it is that you want to do, to just fuck around and not have to worry about anything. When you deny yourself that, you then make it really difficult for yourself to be fully present in your family life when you are with your kids, or fully present in your job. Like your soul, your inner wild mama, your inner wild knowing is desiring for that connection with you. And when you deny it, it will not be quiet. And that's that torment that we tend to feel inside. That's that struggle. So I want you to recognize the connection between the symptoms of, feeling guilty or feeling not present with your kids, or all of these things, with recognizing that you're not aligning to your deeper need of showing up for yourself in having alone time, in having time that is just for you. So I hope that this is helpful. I hope that this is encouraging to you to take the time you need, whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's 2 hours, whether it's a whole damn day. Take the time you need and honor it fully and align to yourself. Fill yourself up with that joy and that elation that you feel when you're connected to you, the true you, because I promise you it will make you a better mother. It will have you being a lot more present in your day-to-day life with your kids, with your partner, with your job, um, it's life-changing, right? So yeah, I hope that this is helpful for you. I affirm you in taking all the time you need. And for all my mamas who have co-parenting schedules like I do, soak it up. Soak up that time when it's just for you, and do the things that you love, that you enjoy, and just have fun. So thank you for listening to this episode. I hope it was helpful. And yeah, I'm excited to see what comes of you spending some time with yourself. And of course, if you have questions, feel free to ask me. You can connect with me on Instagram at the.wild.mama.project. And you can also subscribe to my newsletter and get weekly just thoughts and insights and teachings from Tiff and Wild Mama every Tuesday in your inbox. And of course, you can subscribe to this podcast, share it with a mama that you know. And yeah, I look forward to connecting with you soon. Talk to you in the next episode. Peace, mama.